Welcome to week 3. I've created a short video to walk you through the classroom and briefly highlight what we will focus on this week. So first, let's go to content and then click on preparing for essay 1. This section is the nuts and bolts of what's going to be going on this week in the online classroom. You'll see what readings and quizzes are due. You can see that you need to read chapters 5 and 15 as well as complete the chapter quizzes. The quizzes are due Thursday, which is the same day as your initial discussion post. In Chapter 5, make sure that you read the examples Diving In, My Ex Went to Prison for Sex Crimes, and Slapstick. These essays provide examples of what I will be looking for in your final paper. You'll need to watch 2 videos in preparation for Essay 1. They are the personal memoir essay, which is not one I recorded, but I think it's very good, and then one of my videos, which is MLA for Dummies. I have also included a file beneath the MLA for Dummies video. It's an MLA template. If you do use this template, make sure that you use Save As and change the extension to .doc or .docx. Now let's go ahead and go look at Essay 1's requirements. Essay 1 is the personal memoir. So we've actually been building to this for a couple of weeks. Your first full draft you must email to me Sunday, September 13th by 11:59 p.m. This is a draft that includes a full introduction with thesis, all your body paragraphs, and your conclusion. Next week, we'll be working on the peer review, and I will give you instructions closer to the beginning of next week for that. The final paper will be due Sunday, September 20th at 11:59 in D2L. A personal memoir is a story centered on a specific event in one's life. The event is usually something that's very emotional. Emotions, even in academic writing, give our essays power, and they appeal to the emotions of others. Memoirs are written primarily to inform the reader. After all, it does not make sense to convince someone that something happened in your past. I've broken down the requirements the way the textbook broke down genre writing. So first, the topic. For this essay, you will write about a pivotal moment in your life that has helped form you into the person you are today. You could choose any event, but it should be one you're willing to write about and one that you're comfortable writing about. This is an extension of last week's DP. You are free to use most or all or parts of what you wrote in the discussion for last week. The angle. So the focus of this angle is how the community helped you through that event. So the focus is less on the event itself and more on the emotions and circumstances dealing with how the community helped you. You will need to include a summary of the event in what happened, but focus on what the community did for you. The purpose, you will be informing the reader. In this essay, you will narrate and describe the event and how the community helped you through that event that transformed you. Knowing the purpose will help you choose verbs to narrate and describe the story to the reader. And Chapter 5 has a lot of good information in there about that. So does Chapter 15. Your readers. Your audience here is your classmates and the teacher. Remember reader-centered writing, which is further discussed in Chapters 2 and 3. Your vocabulary should be formal, because this is an academic essay. You will not write in the second person, which is any form of the word you, use contractions, or use slang. The only exception is if you decide to include dialogue. Context. This assignment will be read in both paper form and online in D2L, so you need to have a full grasp of MLA formatting. So here are the technical requirements. The essay must be submitted in MLA format, which is basically starting with Times New Roman 12-point font, double-spaced, 1-inch margins. I've uploaded a template in D2L. This is a multi-paragraph essay. It is more than 5 paragraphs. The final length of the paper should be over 3 pages to 5 pages. So that means that all of pages 1 through 3 and then a little bit on page 4 is a minimum. Follow the guidelines in Chapter 5 of your textbook. If you go back, you'll see the headnote that I just went over is right here called Essay 1. And then this week you have your first grammar assignment, which is over implied you. The assignment begins with a video, has a cheat sheet, an actual assignment that you'll submit to the Dropbox, and then here is the template of what I want that submission to look like. And I'm not sure if I've saved that as a template, but you want to make sure you also save it as a .doc or .docx. Lastly, I've been given extra sections of English 1301 to teach, so I'll be on campus and in class all day Tuesdays and Thursdays. This means that I will be less active in our course on those days. Remember that I am available via text if you have any questions. See you on the board.